What's up, Flyquest fans? We are here on Tuesday, May 12th, 2026, for another Flyquest Red ESEA Advanced game. I'm Floofys. I am here with Parks, who is off to my right tonight.
I am.
Stage left, I guess.
It's somewhere. I'm here. Hello. Totally not filling
Hello.
with stuff in the background. It's okay.
All right, while you're dealing with stuff, I'll talk about the game. So we got tonight Flyquest Red versus Once Divine Gaming. So I guess the hope is that they're not divine anymore, so FlyQuest Red can beat them because we are in the home stretch of ESEA season 57. FlyQuest Red at a 5-5. It's looking like they're going to need 8 games to make it into playoffs, and that's 3 more than they have right now with this game and 3 more left in the season. So if you can do some maths, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 more games.
I agree.
That's
Lots of
75% of the remaining games.
it's a lot. It's a lot for them to get in the remaining here, and especially look at how they did last season. They obviously want to at least maintain that 500 stat rate that they got at the end, and they're going up against a team that currently is 4-5, having lost a majority of their recent match, which bodes well for them, of course, on their way. I will. We do have a quick second here to look at the rosters, though. We're going to be real quick on this one, just because FlyQuest Red. I mean, they haven't changed, and that's the good news, right? There's been no change, and that's one of the greatest parts about this program is how consistent the lineup has been. And yeah, they've had to bring in Shake occasionally to play for people who aren't able to be around, but even with Marie being over in EU and playing really early in the morning, she's committed to that, and the whole team has really buckled down on making sure that they're all here and ready to play every single game day. The other roster, of course, is the new kids on the block, and we have a few seconds here before the match starts here. Just quickly mention their names. So Fearless Beetle, Finite, Saints, Cedo, and Snowman. And I remember we looked at the roster yesterday, Floofies, and we didn't really know many of these names.
I mean, Fearless Beetle is a name that I recognize. He's been on a few different rosters that I've casted in the past. So definitely at least a journeyman of advance, somebody that's been around the block a few times, 6 or 7 times or so. But for now, we're going to get into the knife round, which you can hear the knives are ringing out already as FlyQuest Red. They take it. We got a nice sky cam just in time to spot the knife round.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a chance to say it outwardly. We were very surprised when we saw this come through. It's actually Ancient coming up tonight, gang. A new map on the block. I can't remember the last time I saw FlyQuest Red play on Ancient. I will be very honest with you.
Well, so I'm just kind of looking at the bans now. Once Divine Gaming went desert maps, get rid of them. Nuke the sand. They banned both Mirage and Dust 2 and Nuke. So they looked at what FlyQuest Red had been playing and got rid of all of it. So we are going to get to see something brand new tonight. And I mean, given how much we've seen FlyQuest Red play Mirage and Dust 2, I think that Ancient should be a pretty easy slot in, as this mid fight is going very much in the way of FlyQuest Red. A little bit of team damage coming out of BB but that's going to leave Snowman all alone in this 1 versus 3. And it's just been a complete duel over by elbow. Everybody lining up for the trench warfare almost.
Yeah, there was no beating around the bush this round. Everybody just said, "Hey, listen, mid's the place where it's going to happen. We're ready for this." And I haven't had a chance to check and see what Once Divine Gaming's record was or has been so far on Ancient this season, or if they've played it that much in the previous seasons to kind of have some kind of record to go off of. Um, but yeah, as of right now, it's just Snowman left in a 1v3, and the bomb is in front of him. There's no chance, really. Bibion is standing over top of the bomb, Vanessa behind her, Fox behind her, 50 seconds left on the clock. There's not really much for Snowman to be able to do.
Just taking a quick look, it does seem that Once Divine Gaming have not played Ancient in the past 2 seasons. So this is a brand new one for both teams. And I mean, FlyQuest Red coming out the gate with the W on the pistol round. This is what we want to see from them, right? I feel like I comment on it almost too much that the pistol round has been a little bit of a sore spot for FlyQuest Red. And once they've started to rack those up, we get to see these games go a whole lot more in their favor. Now we're going to get the pause coming in because we can't have a game without at least a little bit of a tech pause. Hey, at least we're not IEM Atlanta where they had to replace multiple computers for the same players today.
Really? Crazy.
Y- Yeah, I think it was Lonks had just multiple computers explode on him.
His settings are too much for the handle.
I require not 60. I require not 1440p, but 4K Counter Strike to be played with ray tracing and what else? Anyway, we don't have much time to talk about that because this is going to be a fast ramp. And once Divine Gaming, they get the smoke down on the Molotov, so they'll be able to make their way onto the site. But Vanessa already removing Lucid from the equation. They do lose Bibian in the trade, but with the bomb down, now the initiative placed back onto Flyquest Red. Marie coming in through Cave, gonna spray down Fearless Beetle. But look at this, they just keep replaying this MP9 through whatever hands are available for it. Mikey gonna be smoked up on ramp. Oh, we're going in through the smoke as well. Marie wants her kills, and that bomb is going to be defused. Flyquest Red with a 2-0 start to this one.
Yeah, great start for the team, and very good start there from Vanessa. Actually, staying alive there is the biggest thing for her as well, just to make sure that she's around for whatever the round's going to throw at her. But I mean, the other part that comes into play of that is just, hey, listen, the team reacted really well. They joined in on the fight promptly, and yes, once Divine only had pistols in their hands, but it's still good to see that how that fight went their way. And again, we do have a tech pause again in between rounds here. My assumption is somebody is dealing with some kind of issue. I mean, Marie's ping is not much worse than it usually is. Of course, this is a Dallas server tonight. I'm guessing that Flyquest banned Denver, and Once Divine Gaming banned Chicago. So I don't know what the tech issue is regarding, but BB1 hasn't bought yet. Could be the problem. I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much because, of course, that just more issue. It causes more of a kerfuffle than it needs. Floofys, you know what you do instead?
You don't want to witch hunt as to what the actual tech issue is. Sometimes it can be fun to look at what the players are saying in chat and be like, yeah, somebody needed a poop. But, on a broadcast like this, you usually don't want to be taking too much of a buy into what the players are saying. Though it has been cool to see on other broadcasts having the tech pause audio listen in and see what they're saying, but not a capability we have here, unfortunately. However, we will get back into this. A couple of MP9 or a couple of SMGs for the side of Flyquest Red. Marie getting situated and just gonna drop a bomb right onto the head of Lucid. Not a whole lot of chip damage, but it's enough that these SMGs start to get a little bit scary. The trade's coming in from the M4, and Emmy doubles up. She's looking for more. Bibian over the top of Cat as well, and it's just going all the way of Flyquest Red. 3 versus 2, tons of damage onto Saints. He does manage to find the frag onto Vanessa, but this is still Flyquest Red with a huge amount of control over the map.
Yeah, lost a few players that are key to positioning, but so far Bibian has been able to hold over towards the B site. Emmy is looking good in towards middle. That holds back Snowman and Saints from any kind of further play forward, and Bibian with the kill there. Great way to finish it off. Snowman is now again in that 1v3 scenario. We have the same list of players as well. The only difference this time is it's Emmy instead of Vanessa. But again, bomb stuck in middle. Snowman stuck behind a smoke or some utility into elbow. With 43 seconds, kind of has to wait this one out a little bit longer as another smoke will land right in front.
That's just adding insult to injury. He throws the nade in to break it open, and Flyquest Red, of course they're waiting there. The bomb is right there. Just not a whole lot you can do, and Snowman just gets melted. I feel like that's something I'm going to be saying a few times today, so I got to try and come up with some different ways of saying that.
You've used that one. You gotta.
It's okay. I've got other ideas.
You'd say he hurried on his way. Frosty the Snowman.
Oh yeah.
Box op. Round 4.
I like that. She's looking for the nades to go into A early. just to see if she can call out to look for an early rotation, but it's just pistols on the side of Once Divine Gaming, so already Fearless Beetle going to be shredded. And Flyquest Red, again, coming into this with a player advantage, and they're getting real aggressive off of this one. Snowman able to drop Fox over on the A-bomb site. That is going to open up a bit of a hole in the defenses of Flyquest Red. But at the same time, Bomb is still nowhere near, so plenty of time to work with for Flyquest Red, and more kills to be found. Marie looking for this player over by A main. She is going to be on an island on this A site, so that is something a little bit worrying. These Deagles could still be dangerous, but she's ready for Mikey in through Donut, and the final bullet, magical, knocks the head right off of Snowman.
Good kill to finish off the round there from Marie. I kind of have to take a second and think. I got to look at that and say that's probably more than likely the ping difference coming in there. 120 ping. Playing from you get a little bit. You get some special treatment sometimes when it comes to how the bullets react. But yeah, Fox once again with op in hand. Unfortunate from the first round there to get 1D and prevent any kind of plate from going forward. In the meantime, it's a full-on rush from Once Divine in towards Cat, and it's going to transition hopefully in towards middle. It's worked out so far to find 2 as the crunch comes in. They've secured an open A-bomb site as well, as the rotation has to come in for Bibion to try and get there first and beat out 4-player push through Donut.
These rounds have been just so brawly. Like, no matter where they start off, it's just been a full-on let's fight and think about the consequences later. This time, those consequences are going to be quite dire as Flyquest Red on the back foot with the bomb down. Though, good damage being done here. The nades flying in. Lucid going to be dropped down to about 2/3 HP. And these rifles in the hands of Flyquest should have their work pretty easily set up for them if they are able to find the shots. But Once Divine Gaming have already made themselves scarce, and that bomb is already halfway ticked down as Saints spots Fox. Bibion coming out of Temple, able to grind through Mikey, and we're down to a 2 versus 2, and it gets even better for Flyquest Red. Lucid, the final player in Donut, gonna find Vanessa, but the trade comes in, and no, is Lucid with a double to defend the bomb, and Once Divine Gaming will find themselves on the board.
Chad is asking why the nade Bibion threw didn't clear the smoke. My guess is she threw it a little far to the right corner, and most of the shockwave impacted the deep corner and not close enough so that she'd be able to see, or she didn't push far enough forward for that area to be. Sometimes it happens. Nades and Counter-Strike are still a bit unpredictable when it comes to how they're going to clear out a section of a smoke.
Oh, this is a little bit interesting, though. Money-wise, you would have thought that Flyquest Red 4-0 up had tons of money, but no. Not able to go for the... Not willing, at least, to go for the rebuy of the AWP for Foxes. She has actually lost 2 at this point, and Lucid boosted up. Going to find Bibion. Early deletion off the top of the round. Good damage back. Will knock him down to just a scratch remaining, but that's kind of just where you're okay with being as an opper. Either you hit your shot or you die.
Bit of an uncomfortable way to look at it, especially on a map such as Ancient. I think an op is one of the most. I mean, it's usually one of the most pivotal parts of a map of a team, anyways. But especially on a map like Ancient, where you've got long corridors, so you've got areas that you can protect solely with an op in hand. And so far, it just has not translated that way, and it's going to rear its ugly head yet again. As soon as Beetle finds Marie, Vanessa's holding things down. They'll hold on. 1v1, 30 seconds will turn to 40. Bomb goes down, and we mentioned her. Fox on a FAMAS. Gonna be going in. No gun pickup. Does have a kit in play, though.
The round gets so awkward there when you've got the player already in through Red Room for Once Divine Gaming. Flyquest Red think mid is safe for them, but it ends up being their downfall. The double swing out of Donut ends up giving up so much information, and once Divine Gaming able to make the quick decision to head over to the B-bomb site, now there's not a whole lot of time for Fox. She's got the M4, but there's not enough time to go for the defuse. She's going to have to stick it, and Mikey not going to allow it. So the headshot comes in, and once Divine Gaming double this one up, 2-4 now.
Two strong rounds from Once Divine Gaming as well. And that's the big thing, right? Flyquest Red have kept the rounds close. They've kept them into one kill or one death territory for Once Divine in terms of winning. But of course, that one being able to pick up a gun after every single round and kind of keep things going momentum wise has meant that their buys have stayed relatively okay. I do disagree with this round being relatively okay unless Snowman has an AK round ahead of him that we do have another tech pause coming. But beyond with an MP9 in hand, everybody else is kind of sitting on right now. I don't think there's going to be much of an investment this round just because there's not much money for the investment to happen.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's going to happen when you were already kind of on an awkward buy going into round number 6. And now, I mean, Bibion's got money, like you mentioned, but the MP9 looking to farm up some more as Flyquest Red. Obviously, you don't want to be giving up the round, but this buy is aspirational at best. Ooh, 4 players stacking on the B-bomb site this time around, but look at this push down mid for Marie. She's not going to catch much of anything as that smoke is mostly going to just keep her blocked off and in place for Saints to drop her from behind. So just a couple of pistols for Flyquest Red, looking to maybe take a gun away if possible. P2000, Fox spots the jump across as Saints will leave her in the dust. Fearless Beetle falls to the 5.7 of ME, so that is going to be a weapon recovered for Flyquest Red, but they aren't going to be able to stop this bomb plant from going down on the A-bomb site. Ooh, big push in through Donut. Going to be caught by the Red Room player. Fox just plucking away with the 5.7, but the shots will not land. So Emmy just going to look to escape with this AK in hand. Might be allowed to. We can see Snowman through the X-ray. She is going to drop him. He's trying to set up a bit of an igloo, but it will be plucked apart. Gotta stay frosty when you're hunting those saving players.
I like that you're attempting. Some of them don't work that well, but I'm glad you're attempting the winter themed puns when appropriate. No, 4-3 so far, and I mean Flyquest Red looked like they were trying to make that an expensive round. Be honest, especially with that push in finesse and cave, they just got taken down a little too early before they could really make a big mark on that round. So instead, going to be Once Divine Gaming keeping a majority of guns and keeping a lot of extra money in the back pocket for those that did survive. So see how that factors in now. I mean, up close and personal on this elbow corner. Saints now as well over in towards Cat as Bibion and Marie are there, as is Vanessa. The push through all across the board. They worked well together to clear everything out there, putting it into a 3v.
Yeah, what a wild... Again, this whole game has been just brawly gunfights wherever they go. Mid, Cat, just everything is just get the fights down early and then force the mid-round to be a long and grindy affair as Fox ready for Snowman. And, oh, the flash doesn't even touch her, so the second shot very doable here as Mikey gets slapped away. And Flyquest Red going to rack up a 5th round here and 2 rounds to the advantage. Even more so, they're going to shut down the economy pretty well of Once Divine Gaming. There is a little bit of money left in the tank, but it's only going to be enough for these couple of AKs and a pretty short order of utility.
them have some good rounds off the back of not the best kind of buy coming forward, however. Flyquest Red are trying to gain as many rounds as possible, so when the half switch happens, they're not looking down the barrel of a potential deficit. Lucid will have words for that, though, finding the first kill onto Marie. Of course, being used in that reconnaissance role.
Yeah, and once again, they're already cutting this map in half. 3 players, or 4 players even, in through Red Room should make this round very difficult for Flyquest. They're already prepared. The trades come in, and it's once Divine to come out on top with a 2-for-1. Saints over on Donut as well, ready for Emmy, and that leaves Fox alone in the 1 versus 4. The situation she's been in before, but not an easy one, not an enviable one, to be sure. Waiting to see if they peek out through Donut, but the timing is just not quite on her side, as that bomb is going to be going down on the B-bomb site, and the player inside of Donut is going to be just exiting peacefully. We're just having all sorts of fast rounds tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get back and watch IEM Atlanta, I think.
Ooh, good shot there from Fox to down Snowman.
He thought he knows about her, but she does not care at all.
That's a good one. You know what? I'll give you top marks for that. That was really yeah, 5-4 here then for Once Divine Gaming finding another one. It's good that hopefully it's good that Fox is able to save this off in for another round, just because her team is going to be coming in up on buy money right now, right? They've had to survive the last few on limited funds. Work that out. So how this one does.
Now the buy once again going to be a little bit lackluster for Flyquest Red. As you highlighted, Fox going to be able to hold on to this AWP, but the rest of the team not so lucky. We've seen the pistols come out strong. A lot of people are even calling for the 5.7 to be nerfed after some of the ways it's been used. Oh, close up and personal. The AWP deletes Saints from the server. Fox getting early aggro into the round and denying Once Divine a fast rush onto the B-bomb site.
It looks like they're very much just kind of stuck in what they want to do next. They've got one going in towards Cave. They've got the coverage on both sides. Basically looking for any kind of an opening to come through, and fortunately not going to be. Vanessa will spot and back away. The op is no longer here. The op has moved over in towards Red Room, waiting for some kind of push to come in. I don't think it's ever going to come, though, as he's getting lined up here for Once Divine Gaming.
Oh, this is dangerous. Look at the players on the minimap in Cave. The pistols are right here on the crossfire, and it's just Lucid here to challenge. This could be deadly for Flyquest Red. This AK could belong to them very quickly, as Baby Yon just going to pluck away. And now it's a 3 versus 5 for Once Divine. They are going to be on the B-bomb site, and that op of Fox misses once, twice, looks for the third on the P2000, and none of those shots are going to connect, but their teammates do join into the fight in time. And Snowman now in a 1 versus 3. He's managed to burn through Marie, but he's got to ice out 3 more players, and he's only got 20 seconds to do it. This round could snowball into his favor if he's able to just get 1 more of these kills. Bomb and Cave. Oh, there's 2! Vanessa and Bibian fall, but now 8 seconds left. He's got to get this bomb down now. There's no time for fakes, and Emmy just going to walk up with the Galil and finish the job. Cleans up round number 10. Flyquest Red back in the driver's seat.
I got scary there for just a second, but trust Emmy to always have a solution for the problem ahead of her. So Once Divine Gaming coming into the last 2 rounds of the half now. They've got to figure out their money for this round and the next. Put it all together now. So quick play in towards middle yet again. This time Mikey's the one to get the opening onto Marie. Fox will get the trade back. Not the same person, so that's going to be an extra part of that call out. Or has the third person gone?
Where has the third person gone? And Flyquest Red, after these initial early scrums, they've been falling back really well to keep Once Divine Gaming on their own pace. So the push and pull, the tug of war of these 4 square maps where you can get an early advantage and then force your opponent to slow things down is going quite well for them. Oh, we just hear the M4 ringing out for Emmy as Mikey gets melted down. And again, all right, there's the kill from Red Room. Back off, reposition, and force Once Divine Gaming to chase. They're not hitting these trades, and that's going to really come back to haunt them on this T side. They're going to take control of the Red Room. They've got Donut smoked off, so at least they're taking space off of their lost comrades, but if the trades don't start to fall into their favor, then these rounds aren't going to go that way either. So Red Room controlled. That does offer them up the opportunity to go either direction, and looks like they'll head on over towards A, as Vanessa just firing off a couple of warning shots, but will be the Cave and the Temple player to look for them. There's Fox on the site to just stonewall them off of it. Denies two, and there's the AWP through the wall into the head of Snowman. He's been, I said melted down already, but I mean, it's just such a good one for Snowman.
Pistols to start the last round. That's consequence of your own actions kind of by coming in, especially on final round of the first half. Rung by to come in here from Flyquest Red. Not much to worry about with them, of course, as well with the partnerships there. Good so far.
Well, the brawliness does not stop. A very quick push-up ramp for Once Divine Gaming. They're looking to get this bomb down in short order, but it's going to be, again, rejected from the rifles of Flyquest Red. Marie putting in the final frag of the round and of the half as Flyquest Red will soar to an 8-4 half.
Great to see. Of course, a lot of that comes from doing well on the pistol round. There, just finding success, only limiting Once Divine Gaming to getting 2 in a row at one point. It was just kind of 2 solo rounds. But they've done a very good job of instantly like, oh yeah, we fall behind, or oh yeah, we're having issues, let's fix them right now. And how that goes now, once they get in going towards this A site, Marie's going to open things up by finding Mikey. Rotations are coming in, but there is still only one originally towards the A site.
Already just steamrolling through, bulldozing this A-bomb site. Once Divine, they do join in with 2 coming in through TT and Temple, but Flyquest Red have already started to skate away. Fearless Beetle might be walking directly into the grinder here. Marie with the Glock ready at and waiting. There's Fearless Beetle, though. Will nail the headshot right on back. That's a big kill to find for Once Divine Gaming. They need to start to rack these ones back as the bomb is just ticking away, and it's just Snowman left standing on a good 10 HP. Headshot onto Emmy, but need 2 more, and that bomb is already far past the point of contention as Vanessa just going to stamp her foot down as Flyquest Red 9-4. And that's both pistol rounds.
Yeah, they've done a very good job so far, and I mean they're going to continue looking at how the buy is going right now. Gonna knock on wood here, Floofys, just a little bit, but I think we might have a quick one tonight, just based on how this has been going so far.
I'm glad you knocked on wood, because I wouldn't want to have a caster curse here where we say that, you know, it's going to be a nice quick game and then it turns around on us. Oh, here's Mikey up close and personal. The USP shreds Fox, but oh, he's able to get the MP7 up in time. That is huge. Wait a minute. Do we literally just curse this?
Maybe.
Oh, it's going to be a fast game, and the USP comes out to great effect.
Vanessa and Marie being the last 2 left. Marie will get another kill here to pull things along. very big thing here. There is no more MP9 for the CT side. It's just the 2 SMGs for the T side, and both have now decided to switch over to Mac 10s. Well, for them, Snowman goes around the corner, but Vanessa will win that fight. Now she's a little bit more concerned about the site. However,
Gosh, if I'm Mikey in this situation and my team is just losing player after player after I opened up in such a strong fashion, I am like, no, we should have won that. But look at how far away Saints is. Fearless Beal takes a shot to the dome, has to back away, but the nade will clean him off the map. 20 seconds remaining. That bomb is going to go down, and Saints is just like, there's an upgraded pistol around here somewhere, right? Right? I mean, USP was enough to get things started for Once Divine, but will it be enough to finish? 2 Mac 10s waiting for the push in from Saints. No armor coming in from Temple. There's the first couple of shots, but Marie will drop him. And Flyquest Red rack up double digits.
again, teamwork is making that go, but also how well their buy was, even with the round loss, enables them to get those SMGs that.
I mean, the negative here is with the fact that 3 players went down for Flyquest Red is 1, the guns are going to have to be rebought, but 2, the money is actually going to be in a much better spot than it otherwise might for Once Divine. The extra, what, 150 per player? Sounds like not a whole lot, but can really start to snowball if you are continuing those strong CT rounds.
Mm-hmm. The timeout they had is well and done. Just leaving it now to round start. Divine Gaming have put forward their best buy possible so far this CT half. M4 A4s and MP9. We will go down early again though, over in towards middle. This is still here looking to throw utility that enables them hide away. Oh dear.
Lucid has blocked off this A-bomb site. A double kill and Saints behind him. Gonna prevent Fox from entering into the site. Leaves this one just up to Vanessa in the 1 versus 4. It's not gonna be an easy task for her. Oh, has managed to emerge through the smoke with a W, but it's not gonna be enough. Again, Snowman hiding in Donut, and Once Divine Gaming now bringing it to a 5-10 score line. I like how I can look over the camera and see Parks face palming off that. It's just like,
it's difficult.
We gotta keep the game going, Parks.
Yeah, we do. Listen, I asked for this when I said what I said, even after knocking on wood. But yeah, I mean, we live in that kind of scenario right now, and the fast pace is gonna only cause a bit of change everywhere else, as Lucid has found his way around the smoke. One only kill though, as Beyond finds the other, and Emmy,
that's
she's
a scary
making
loss
magic as well.
That's a scary loss for Once Divine Gaming. They've lost a rifle, and the weapons on the rest of Flyquest Red can continue to grind through this. Emmy, the tip of the spear for Flyquest Red, is going to make their impact in Donut, and it's a complete turnover of everything that's happened the past couple of rounds for Once Divine Gaming. Flyquest Red completely dominate on the lower level weapons. I mean, that's high risk, high reward, right? You walk into main with the AK. If there's one player there, you get the kill and walk away. But with more than one, things can get scary.
100%. Now you can see with this buy, I mean, Once Divine Gaming, they do have enough money in the pocket for the majority of them to get back in with another rifle round. Should this one not go their way? Or sorry, I'm looking at Flyquest Reds. I don't know why I was looking at their money. Once Divine Gaming's money is not great.
I mean, at one point it was Divine, but currently It's just gaming. And by gaming, I mean gaming after spending your money on RAM in 2026. Well, we will get another brawl out through A main. And I would say that goes the way of Flyquest. They unlock the A bomb site. They force Once Divine into the rotation, and it's just rifles with a little Mac 10 left. Good flash in. Snowman able to best Marie. Find that player advantage once again for ODG. Now just Fox alone on the A bomb site as Vanessa's kind of far away. She's making her way in through Donut. But Once Divine have made themselves scarce, so Flyquest Red will have to bait them out with the bomb plant because the util's not really there for them. Just a single Molotov and a flash might be enough as Snowman peeks a head out and loses it. 2 versus 2. Vanessa has gone unnoticed, I think. So this could be huge, but it's not going to be enough. The M4 beats the Mac 10, and Once Divine Gaming will take that momentum back.
As I accidentally mentioned earlier here, good news is Eastside had money enough in the pocket that even if they make it on that run, they have enough for the next. Another round, another opportunity here. AKs and Galils with Mac 10 on Emmy. Try and make magic happen again. Go out first, and with some damage in her way as well. Fearless finding Beyond. Difficult for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, early 4 versus 5s has kind of been the theme of this game. And it's the CTs that are cracking things open round after round. Ancient is a map that it's always hard to read as to who's really got the advantage. Is it the T side? Is it the CT side? As it is one of those 4 square maps where the skybox is nice and open. It gets defined by instant smokes out of spawn, whether you're on CT side smoking corner or smoking double doors, or whether you're on T side trying to get something onto one of the sites early on. You're going to be throwing smokes into the skybox, and how about bullets as Saints gets nailed to the floor. Snowman with the trade, keeping that player advantage steady on the side of Once Divine, looking for more as well. Gotta find it. That's a triple already, and he's got more. Flyquest Red get completely flattened by Once Divine Gaming. One Snowman just icing them out, and the defuse means Once Divine gonna be on 7 to Flyquest's 11.
Seven to 11. I mean, I think back to last night. It was a very close game most of the way, but then there were certain points where one team would pull ahead of the other, and then they rung the bells and there weren't any issues. But no time like the present to worry. As Flyquest Red 11 to 7 now, of course, means they're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, and the buy is not favorable. Again, it's going to be Mac 10s. It's going to be upgraded pistols. It's going to be something fast, and they haven't been set any fires in their way. So with the flashes, they might just bowl on into the B-bomb site and take the advantage. The spray down for Snowman, though, going to work out to a treat as he'll burn through Flyquest Red, and Once Divine Gaming a very quick 8th round. Now we get to see if the full buy can work out, or if this one's going to go to possibly an even footing.
Yeah, the money is the problem, right? And that's kind of how that is gonna look. The buy ends up being relatively comparable, at least though. Lots of AKs, a single pistol coming through on Vanessa, who's trying to save as much money as possible for events.
Well, timeout ticks away. Utility should be purchased up here. I see Vanessa still on all of her money, but that's going to be very quickly solved. I'm like, where's the buy? Timeout's over. Well, and again, you see the instant smokes coming out. Fox just launches one over toward Red Room out of spawn. So, as usual, you got to get those smokes down so you can take the brawly fight in mid. Make sure that you don't have somebody in Red Room taking that fight with the height advantage. This keeps mid on kind of an even keel. Flyquest Red are going to walk in and discover Once Divine have kind of flown the coop. So now it is up to the side of Flyquest to take space, which you can see most of the team going in through mid. Red Room having been vacated. Ooh, we'll get the wraparound to the A-bomb site. That should be fun. 2 players here for Once Divine Gaming. There is Lucid with the AWP starting to maneuver around, trying to look for the shots, but it will be denied. Emmy and BB a couple of quick cracks, and the A-bomb site has been unlocked. There is a rotation in from Mikey inside of Donut, but he's lost Fearless Beetle nearby. So 2 versus 4. Bomb's still not down with 40 seconds, but it should be plenty of time remaining to get that fixed.
Oh no, a bit late on the bomb plant as well. That's okay. I realized as I was saying a bit late on the bomb plant that like, oh, it wasn't somebody running through A main to get to take her down. It was a teammate. I was worried for a second.
Clearly nothing to worry about. Just Mikey left in the 1 versus 3, and well, I was going to say there's nothing to worry about, but Fox found down the boost. Good trade out of Emmy to finish out the round as Flyquest Red looking like this one is going to be completed in short order. 4 rounds of a buffer to try and finish this one up.
You know, I mentioned it yesterday, and I didn't actually get a chance to talk about it today. The potential stars of the match. Potential stars would be either Bibian or Saints, and I want to see if that actually is holding true. I mean, Saints 13 and 15 versus Bibian, who is 16 and 13. Been quite well for her team. But I guess that's something to keep an eye on as well, is those names as the potential stars of the match. But for now, like Marie is about to run through a smoke in tunnels, and the rest of her team is headed out in long.
I will say that is something we see from Flyquest Red a lot, right? They go in through the smokes, and it just kind of works. And when it doesn't work, they lose. When it does work, they win. It's something that you kind of have to wonder how long they can keep doing it before they have to set each other up for flashes. This time, though, Saints with a double is doing a very good job, but has to rein things back in as that bomb is down. 2 versus 3, and this donut fight could be everything. Snowman will find Marie, and it's just the AWP for Lucid onto Vanessa. Once Divine Gaming keep this one going for one more round. At least.
At least. Just one more round, maybe. It'll be fine.
Could be 1, could be 2. Could be 5 overtimes.
We could just keep going and never stop. No?
This is a game that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. You know, we started playing not knowing where we'd go, and every time we go, it's I had more lyrics, but we'll focus on the casting because Flyquest Red going to be back on the upgraded pistols for round number 22. So likely a 10th round on the table for Once Divine Gaming.
Quick walk through towards middle here from Flyquest. They've taken control of Red Room as well. The shot from Lucid will miss, and that's going to be a key marker here because the rest of the team have been able to get through if has gone down. So they got 2 in towards A. The rotation's coming in from Fox as well. Bibian is working in Donut, or not Donut, sorry, in towards Jaguar, trying to deny any extra players coming over from the B site. That's not going to be the key, though. The key is how is Red Room going to affect things, because Vanessa has suddenly picked up an AK. Things just got real. It's just left to Fox in a 1v4.
Yeah, Flyquest Red may be overheating. I mean, they're going to get that bomb plant money. So either way, this round is fine. The loss bonus is going to start to stack up as well, but that one felt like they decided to just get all the way in and really send a message to Once Divine Gaming. How many times have they hit this A-bomb site? By the way, like, it's just been continuous A-hits from Flyquest Red.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's keeping them coming back though is that they've won a lot of those, or not they've won them, but they've gotten the bomb down in a lot of those rounds, and that's kind of a big step. That's a big milestone in terms of round completion, just because you're setting off the second act effectively. Is Mikey NA Nade is being lived up to right there. That was a freak accident for sure.
Well, as I said, it's been a lot of A hits. Here we are on the B-bomb site. Fox will locate Lucid right after his shot rings out. The AWP battle going in the way of Flyquest Red. Good trade for Saints, but will be ground up as well. And Mikey already saw the NA nade. He's looking for these last 3 kills as Vanessa has been taken down, but the final kill will go in the favor of Fox. 13-10 for Flyquest Red.
GG's, big plays, big win across the board.
Back-to-back W's. So that brings Flyquest Red to 6-5 on the season. So as I was doing my silly math at the beginning of stream, 2 more wins will put Flyquest Red in playoff contention.
Yeah, that's
3 games, good. 2 wins needed. Almost there. Always cool to see new maps out of Flyquest as well. I mean, we comment on it a lot because we get the maps a lot, but it's been a lot of Dust 2. It's been a lot of Nuke. It's been a lot of, well, not so much of Mirage, but always good to see a new map coming out and working successfully. But we do have our interviewee in the channel. I know Parks will take a second to get that interview situated, and once he does, we should be able to switch scenes and you know how it works here at this time. We get a completely random person for the interviewee, and there's no pattern to it. And I don't know why you would think that there's a pattern to it. Are you a cop? Go away.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. We're almost ready for the interview.
Seconds. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick interview.
All right.
I've been told that they do have a scrim immediately afterwards, so we're gonna do lightning fast on this one.
Lightning round. Let's go.
Here we go. Interview on deck. It is going to be. That was a really long switch. It's gonna be Fox. Fox, how are you doing? Oh, hold on. Why is
You're muted.
That was me.
I'm wicked sick.
There we go.
But I'm good. I feel like death,
Wait,
but
I still don't hear her.
Great. We're great.
Discord
we're great.
side.
It's because I have her volume down in Discord and I don't. Okay.
For shame. All right,
me.
fast questions. I'm glad that you're feeling. I know that you not feeling the greatest, but I'm glad that the match went the way it did. Ancient as a map being played by you guys, crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. We prepped it a lot a while ago. We haven't played it in scrims lately, but we had everything in our brain still, which helped a lot.
We saw you hit that A site over and over again. Was that just a weakness that you found early on that you decided to keep exploiting, or was that part of the plan? Was all right. People don't usually put enough pressure on A, so we'll just go for it no matter what.
I assume it was part of the plan. I think the rest of the team talked more about Ancient on Sunday, and I wasn't around for it. And I think they probably figured that doing that against that team was probably the best option. That's what I assume, at least. It was more just like a comfortability thing, too. Like, we're a lot better at doing that kind of stuff.
You currently sit in the table in a top 24 position, which does have you in the playoff picture right now. You got one more match tomorrow, then you've got 2 coming up next week as well. You're above 500 as a team. Your thoughts on that, kind of as we get towards the end?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we're getting better, and it's just going to keep happening. So I'm pretty happy with the progress we've made, even with the rough start to the season. It's like you can still learn so much from the losses, and we always take something out of it. And I think it's really showing at this point.
So with things like Dust 2 Invitational off the table now, what is next after ESEA at this point?
No idea.
All
I
right.
don't know.
I didn't know if you
I've been
knew. I
busy.
don't
I
know.
haven't paid much attention.
Fair
Um,
enough.
I assume it's mostly just locking down on our own playstyle and picking lands that seem interesting to us, or like trying to improve how we are for like the much bigger tournaments. Like if some female only tournament comes back that we really need to win.
I don't really have any questions for you. I don't want to hold you for too long. I know Shake was very, hey, listen, we have a scrim immediately afterwards. We gotta get going. I will say one more thing because Marie just said it in the chat, and we might as well record it on the actual visual side here. How does it feel that Marie will be going and she'll finally be on the same continent as you guys for the first time in quite a little bit here?
Oh my god, she has been in hell playing on 120 ping with all of our scrims and matches. I feel so bad for her. It's gonna be like the Rock Lee weights lifted off of her. It's gonna be so awesome. I can't wait.
We're going with the newer reference and not the Goku taking off training weights.
I
No,
think
everyone
Rock
always
Lee's is
talks
better.
Rock
Rock
Lee.
Lee's is
Rock Lee's
better.
cooler.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that one.
Okay. All right. Any final shout outs?
Uh, I mean, the typical shout outs like Logitech, all the sponsors, but this time I want to specifically shout out my team because I was in rough shape today and they were awesome. I swear, like, I don't know, even the dynamic between Emmy and Viv on A when we were doing our T side, it's like it didn't matter what I did, they would just win the round anyway. And comms were so good. I'm so like happy right now that we won because I felt pretty bad about it. So yeah, shout out to the team.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I Good luck with the scrim. I hope you are able to make it through it. Just with all the sickness kind of going around. Just I hope you feel better, and we'll see you
Thank
hopefully
you.
again tomorrow with another match.
Bye, Gooby.
Oh, we got a cat, little
Let's
cat cam.
go, cat cam. We love cat cam.
All right.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Fox.
guys.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Well, Parks, any final thoughts?
That pretty much does it here for us tonight. That's Marie coming in with that at the end of the stream is on obviously such great news. I know we've been constantly sitting here going like, man, when are we gonna get Marie over across into onto the right side of the Atlantic to be able to play on this? I mean, a team like once Divine Gaming going, hey guys, you guys, it was we picked second. We're just gonna pick Denver because it's better for us and it's gonna be worse for you and worse for one of your players. That's a very real thing that happens, especially in advance. It's a tactic in of itself, if you will. But I mean, they've persevered. She specifically has persevered so long with the issues being in a significantly different time zone with the ping difference coming through. I'm very happy to hear that she'll be across the ocean, or she'll be coming across the ocean now. Spend some time and be a lot closer to the team, right? It's a much easier to fly from this side of the continent to this across the states and everything like that than it is to fly from Denmark, right? That's one of those things. It's just like it's a lot easier logistically as well to bring her to stuff.
It sure is. Well, with that being said, probably wrap this one up. GG's, 2 more wins needed, and Flyquest Red are officially in playoffs for season 57. So it's looking good. 3 more games for the season. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Don't go anywhere, or well, come back tomorrow.
Yes, come back
We'll
tomorrow.
see you soon.
We got Foxtrot on the docket, which is always going to be so.
Fox versus Foxtrot.
The who is the better fox? Wait, this will define which is the proper spelling of fox. Big...
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, everybody.